Hello, my name is Palesa Lepule. I am a YLED alumni from 2008. I'm currently the CEO of the Duty Msomi Foundation, and I also do some project management consulting on the side. So today's session was about activism and problem solving. The first half, we did problem solving, teaching young people how to solve problems and how to view problems in a different light. And the second part is activism, where we teach young people how to become active citizens within their communities and in their everyday life. So before we start, our session today is on activism and problem solving. We're going to do some very fun activities on problem solving, and we're going to do some very important case studies on activism. Some activists you may recognize, some you may not. So this morning we did something called the 9-dot problem. So it's basically 9 dots that are in a form of a cube. And the rules are that you have to connect all 4 dots using straight lines without retracing your steps or without lifting the pencil from the paper. And I think it's an important exercise because it kind of shows how we put constraints on ourselves when we're solving the problems. So most people didn't even look at the white space outside of the box. They were thinking about the dots inside and kind of constrained their thinking. So I think the whole point of that exercise is to say we create our own constraints to solving our problems. And once we lift those constraints and look outside the lines, we tend to find solutions to our problems that we never expected, and we tend to also engage our critical thinking and our creativity skills, which is a very important skill to have, whether you are in school now or whether you're going to go into the working environment. When you look at South Africa today, which of these goals do you think is our main problem? And do you guys have any ways we could try and work towards solving them? Over here. So pick the top 5 for South Africa. Out of the 17, which ones do you think are the top 5 in terms of our problems today in our country?
For me, it was number 11 with the sustainable cities and communities, because we have to remember that the way this country was from before everybody had equal rights and freedom was a sustainable environment and cities, but it was for the minority of people. Like I think 10% of South Africa, 90% were confined in places that are not developed. So after Freedom Day, the pressure is a lot on the government to suddenly take those small cities that were good for the minority and start giving it out to the majority. Because with that comes gender equality, education, health, food. You have to suddenly now give rights to everyone.
Yeah.
And you just got the freedom today. So it would not happen in a short period of time.
So far, they've acted more positively than I thought. They're very engaged and they're really involved in the conversations that we're having. I think for me it was important to have the session be very interactive, so I wanted them to use their voices and just to tell me what they think about the topic, and I've really been amazed at the...
Why is this important to you?
To me, it's important because innocent people are dying, especially in our community in Yadrarupa.
I see. And what would you like to see happen?
I would like to see a big change in our community.
What change would you like to see?
For the guys who sell drugs, to stop selling drugs.
Yeah.
People who supplies the young ones in our community with bullets and guns, to stop supplying people.
Good luck, Yuma.